600 years ago, an old king picked up his brush and wrote something he never had to write. Not a decree, not a command, a promise to his youngest daughter. This is the story of that one piece of paper and how it protected her life for 500 years.
Move out! Secure the palace! Yes, my lord! Kill them all! The time has come. Move quickly and secure the palace grounds. We strike now!
Your Majesty, it is with the deepest sorrow that we confirm the prince's demise. The revolt continues.
In 1398, Yi Bangwon launched the first of what history calls the Princess Revolts. Two of Taejo's sons were killed. The queen consort he loved most was already gone. By 1400, he handed the throne to another son, and then that son handed it to Bangwon. Taejo was alone, retired, watching.
Are these the loyalists? Yes, Your Majesty. And these others?
Move out! Secure the palace! Yes, my lord! Kill them all!
Once the council approves, there will be no stopping us. They will approve, brother. Fear keeps them silent.
Yun Hangbang, your corruption has deeply polluted the court. The Inspector General's office hereby charges you with treason.
Her name was Jil Jomson. She came from Gimhae. In the south, records call her a court entertainer, a giseng. History doesn't tell us exactly how she met the aging founder of a new dynasty, but she did, and from that meeting came a child.
Well, Your Majesty.
Indeed. A perfect warmth for the evening.
In the third year of the Jian era, 1401 by the Western calendar, the retired king sat down and wrote this, a property deed, for his youngest daughter. But look at the last line. To be owned forever, his own hand, his own signature.
They say Princess Suksin is not truly of the queen's blood. It causes great unrest. We must be careful what we say.
She was called Myochi, a childhood name. Later, she would be titled 숙신옹주, the Princess Suksin. She was not born of the queen. In Joseon's rigid hierarchy, that distinction mattered enormously. Her father knew exactly what that meant. He transferred the land, the buildings, the servants, all of it to his youngest daughter, not through a court clock.
This section here, near the eastern wall, is where the new pavilion will be built. It is suitable for Suksin. Proceed as planned.
Not through a royal chamberlain. He wrote it himself. his own hand, a retired king, aged 67. Why? Because he knew who was coming for everything she had.
This is the central figure. We must apprehend him by nightfall.
By the king's decree, Minjokshik, you and your brothers are hereby stripped of your status and sentenced to penal servitude. Your Majesty, the reports have been confirmed. The situation in the provinces is dire. We respectfully await your decree.
Your Honor, this document clearly proves that the land belongs to my clan, not Suksin's household.
Taejong dismantled every source of rival power he could find. His own brothers-in-law, 4 of them, gone. Clan leaders, aristocrats, anyone who stood too tall. But there was one thing he could not touch, his father's handwriting.
The brush control is improving. A steady hand reflects a steady mind.
This document is clearly forged. How dare you challenge the royal family?
The seal is authentic, my lord. The land belongs to Suksin.
기감.
She grew up inside a dynasty that had already consumed her father's legacy. Half-sister to the king, who would be known as one of the Joseon's greatest rulers, born of a mother the court barely acknowledged it. And yet she lived quietly, with dignity, because of one document. Joseon's legal code was strict about property and inheritance. But even the strictest code recognized a royal command. And this was not just any royal command. It was in the founding king's own hand. No official would overrule that, not even Taejong. Taejo died in 1408. The document survived him. It had already worked, twice at minimum, when her property was disputed. Each time, those two characters stopped every challenge called forever in his hand. Not just Taejong, later kings confirmed it too, in writing. Each reign, the deed was reaffirmed, a chain of royal acknowledgement stretching across decades. One father's love became institutional law. In 1969, the Korean government designated this document as National Treasure number 515. It now rests in the National Museum of Korea in Seoul. But for 500 years before that, it lived in the hands of people who understood its true value.
This section here, the texture is very delicate. Yes, be careful with the brush.
He built a dynasty with armies and politics and iron will. But this document he wrote for love, not state love, not royal obligation, just a father who was afraid of what would happen to his little girl after he was gone. Taejong Ibangwon is remembered as one of Joseon's most effective kings. He built institutions that would shape Korea for 5 centuries. He eliminated every rival he could reach. But he left his half-sister's property alone because the document says so, because his father says so.
Sleep now, my love, my little one.
This document did not save Joseon. It did not change history's grand arc. It saved one woman's home, her livelihood, her dignity. For 500 years that was enough, and maybe that's the most honest kind of love there is. Treasure number 515, the deed of house and property bestowed upon Princess Suksin, written by hand by a father. In the 3rd year of Jianwen, 1401, it is 624 years old, and it still says what it always said forever.